Introduction. Conscription in South Korea and its context. Conscription in South Korea is not only a legal obligation, but also a national tradition that has been going on for decades. Every physically and spiritually healthy South Korean man is required to serve a term of military service, usually for 18 to 21 months, depending on the branch of the military chosen or established. This rule applies without exception, including to major celebrities who already have a name on the global entertainment stage. One of the big names who has just entered his military service is Cha Eun-woo, an actor, singer, and member of the boy group ASTRO. After successfully building a brilliant career in the world of music, drama, and modeling, he officially began serving in the military on July 28, 2025. His presence at the military training center received widespread attention, both from the media, fans, and the public in general. In the midst of the public spotlight, an interesting news emerged. Moon Jae-young, actress and Cha Eun-woo's close friend, is known to visit him at the beginning of his service. This visit is not just a hospitality, but also a symbol of moral support that is very meaningful in a challenging military environment. This long article will thoroughly discuss Cha Eun-woo's military service, the meaning of the visit, and the socio-cultural context surrounding it. Cha Eun-woo's profile. From idol star to country warrior, Cha Eun-woo was born Lee Dong-min on March 30, 1997 in Gunpo, Gyeonggi-do, South Korea. He is known as one of the most prominent stars in the K-pop and Hallyu wave generations thanks to his handsome face, kind personality, and multi-talented talent. Since his debut with ASTRO in 2016, Cha Eun-woo managed to build an image as a visual nation's pick, as well as a performer with high dedication. Not only active in the music world, he has also made a strong footprint in the acting world, starring in a number of popular dramas such as My ID is Gangnam Beauty 2018, True Beauty 2020, Island 2022, To Wonderful World 2024. Offstage, Eun-woo is known as a humble and dedicated person. He is often a role model for the younger generation, not only because of his achievements, but also his professional attitude and consistency. With such a reputation, the public paid full attention when he announced his enlistment schedule. Many are curious how a star of the entertainment world transitions into a soldier subject to the harsh rules of the military. Moment of military entry. July 28, 2025. The date of July 28, 2025 becomes an important point in Cha Eun-woo's life journey. On that day, he officially entered the military training center after taking off all entertainment activities. Before leaving, he had conveyed a message to fans through his official social media, thanking them for their support, as well as asking for prayers so that he could carry out his state obligations properly. Upon arriving at the training center, Eun-woo appears simple with a typical military cut haircut. Media coverage described a harrowing atmosphere. Fans ushering outside the gates, accompanying agency staff, to close colleagues bidding farewell. Although there was no official ceremony, the moment marked the beginning of a new chapter. From day one, Eun-woo has to adjust to strict discipline, a physical training schedule, as well as a collective atmosphere with hundreds of other recruits. Basic military training. Discipline, achievements, and adaptation. The South Korean military is known for its high standards in basic training. During the first few weeks, the recruits are forged in a hard routine. Early morning wakes, morning runs, intensive physical training, lessons on basic tactics, as well as mental education on the values of patriotism. Cha Eun-woo, despite coming from an entertainment world full of glamorous highlights, shows good adaptability. Media reports mention that he made it through the early stages with satisfactory results. The high discipline that had already formed from the entertainment world seemed to help him adjust to the military system. The coaches reportedly gave a positive assessment of Eun-woo's performance. He is said to be a quick learner, cooperative, and able to motivate fellow soldiers. This achievement not only made him proud, but also gave a positive image to other celebrities who later had to undergo military service. Moon Jae-young's visit. Early support in the midst of a busy training schedule. The news of Moon Jae-young's visit to the military center where Cha Eun-woo is located caught the public's attention. The visit took place modestly, according to strict military rules that limited the interaction between servicemen and guests. Moon Jae-young arrives to congratulate Eun-woo on her early achievements in training, as well as provide moral support. According to sources, their meeting was tinged with a warm atmosphere, without excessive camera glare. Moon Jae-young's presence is a symbol of sincere friendship, as well as a form of appreciation for Eun-woo's struggle, who is now serving the country. The visit also reflects a social tradition in South Korea, where family, friends, or close people usually provide direct support to soldiers who are just starting their service. This is important because the beginning of service is often the most physically and mentally demanding phase. Traditions of support in conscription in South Korea. Visits from family and friends have great significance in the course of conscription. The presence of a nearby person became a morale booster that helped the soldier survive amid the stress of training. For celebrities, this kind of support also has a broader symbolic meaning. He emphasized that despite being behind the camera, they are still ordinary people who need encouragement from those closest to them. In Cha Eun-woo's case, Moon Jae-young's support also shows the solidarity of fellow artists who have known each other since the beginning of their careers. Influence for the image of the military and society. The entry of public figures into the military often has a great impact on the image of the institution. The presence of Cha Eun-woo, who is widely known both domestically and internationally, adds a new dimension to the South Korean military. He is not only a recruit, but also a representative of the younger generation of Koreans who carry the obligations of the state. Moon Jae-young's visit adds symbolic value. It shows that civilian support for the military remains strong, and that personal ties are not severed even when one is in the service. This phenomenon reinforces the narrative of togetherness between civilians and soldiers. Projections to the end of service. Cha Eun-woo is expected to complete his mandatory military service sometime in early 2027. During this period, he will undergo various phases, ranging from basic training, placement in specific units, to direct service in more specific military tasks. Although the public will miss his presence on the screen and music stage, his temporary departure is believed to strengthen his image when he returns. Tradition in the Korean entertainment industry shows that many celebrities return with a more mature aura after passing the military service. Cover: From Star to Warrior, a national journey. Cha Eun-woo's story isn't just about a celebrity entering the military. This is part of South Korea's national narrative, how every citizen, regardless of status or fame, has an equal responsibility to the state. Moon Jae-young's visit is a small but important note on this trip, a proof that behind the uniform and strict discipline, soldiers are still human beings who need support, warmth, and enthusiasm from those closest to them. A long journey to 2027 awaits. However, a good start, noted achievements, and the moral support of his friends, including Moon Jae-young, form a strong foundation for Cha Eun-woo to serve his term with honor. Daily life in the military training center. The days of a new soldier in South Korea are colored by a regular and tight schedule. Waking up is usually set at 6 a.m., accompanied by a siren or instructions from a coach. The recruits, including Cha Eun-woo, immediately get ready in full military uniform, make their beds with precision standards, and follow the morning apple. After the apple, the activity continues with physical exercise. These exercises include medium-distance running, push-ups, sit-ups, and various. South Korea and its context. Conscription in South Korea is not only a legal obligation, but also a national tradition that has been going on for decades. Every physically and spiritually healthy South Korean man is required to serve a term of military service, usually for 18 to 21 months, depending on the branch of the military chosen or established. This rule applies without exception, including to major celebrities who already have a name on the global entertainment stage. One of the big names who has just entered his military service is Cha Eun-woo, an actor, singer, and member of the boy group ASTRO. After successfully building a brilliant career in the world of